Hello again. Today we're going to tie this yellow dancer. This is a great pattern for the winter. I mean, it works well in the other seasons, but I tend to use this is an out and out lure, and I do tend to use lures like this more in the winter than I do in the summertime. So it's pretty simple to tie, and I'll explain all the materials as I go as usual. So I'm going to pop this one out the vise. In the vise, I'm going to put this is like a 2x long, I think, long shank size 10 hook. Oh, dearie me. There we go, just lock that off in there. Thread is Uni 80 in yellow. And I'm just going to start a thread behind the eye, do a few turns to try and stop the bead from sliding down too much. And then a nice neat touching turns as normal. We're going to come all the way down until we're about opposite where the barb is. Break that off. And now we're going to just take some white marabou. And we're going to pop that on. Just run that thread up. Just keep, oh, get out of the way. Keep tapping it. To try and keep it on the top, but if it spins round on you, don't worry about it too much. Come all the way up to the bead and then come all the way back down, and I tend to go a lot tighter with my thread turns on the way back down. There's a weird fibre there. I'm just going to get rid of him. Now we're going to take some crystal flash, and this is like a rainbow effect crystal flash. And I'm going to cut them off, or cut two off this hank. And now I like to have these a little bit longer than the actual tail is long. So we're going to catch my side on. This stuff can sort of spin and do lots of weird things on you, so you've got to be patient sometimes with this. But it's because it's a twisted fibre, which gives it that crystally effect. Okay, tie that in, then come down your side and tie that in. Trim yours, and there's your tail and some flash on the tail. Yep, happy with that. Now I'm going to wax the thread, and I'm going to put in a silver wire. This is just a medium silver tinsel. I've had this for donkeys, literally donkey's years. We're going to poke the end in the bead, and now we're going to wind that up on my side. Poking the end of the wire in the bead just helps steady it when you're tying it in. There we go. I'm just going to hook that over a little clip thing on my vise. And now I'm going to tie in some Mirage tinsel, and this is in the colour opal. So I'm going to catch that on. Come on. Run the thread back. Oh, just tried to go a bit funny on me. There we go. Oh. Run that back. And I'll run my thread back up again. The reason I keep running my thread down and up and like all the way up, all the way down, is to try and keep this body as level as I can. And now just before I wind the Mirage tinsel up, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the shank. And it's just going to help the tinsel to, it just protects the tinsel. It stops it from kind of coming unravelled should a fish manage to bite through it. So I'm going to take this up, just hand over hand, nice overlapping turns. We get to the front, I'm just going to catch it off. There we go. Oop, catch that off, mind that bit of marabou. And then to trim it, I just kind of nick the end with my, just try and do this so you can see it, nick the end with my scissors and then just tear it, he says. There we go, just like that. I find you get basically a need to cut. A little bit of a tidy up. So I haven't done a video for a long time. Basically the reason is I've just moved house, and it's all been a little bit packed away in boxes, should I say. So I've only just sort of, this is my first chance to sit at the vice and do a video for you. Obviously I had to catch up on orders before I could do this, really. So now for the hackle feather, this is just a yellow short cock hackle. Nothing special at all. Where's the packet? Sportfish cock hackles yellow short. This is an old packet. Look at that phone number. That's an old packet. I don't live in Hereford, nor have I ever been to Hereford. I got this packet of hackles in a load of stuff that someone came into the tackle shop and they'd given up fly tying. They weren't going to do it anymore. And would I like all their stuff? Which obviously I said, yes, please, sir. Thank you. Anyway, we're going to catch this feather on. I'm going to catch the stem. Okay. And then I'm kind of, I'll do this so you can see it. Instead of just wrapping that way, I'm going to kind of figure eight around it like that as well. It's tricky to do upside down. And all that does is it keeps the hackle nicely oriented for me. And it's just the fibre there that got caught in amongst all that. We're going to take him off. And now obviously I've got the concave side of the feather facing backwards, which I want, and it's relatively straight enough for me. So now I'm going to wax the thread, and I'm going to take my hackle pliers. I'm going to catch the feather in the hackle pliers as best I can. Come on, get it in there like that. And now I want 2 or 3 turns at the top. We'll see what it looks like. There's 1, there's 2. Yeah, we do 3, and then I'm just gonna palmer it down the shank in nice open spirals. And then when we get to the back, like that, I'm gonna bring my wire round. I'm gonna catch the feather with the wire, take the hackle pliers away, and we're just gonna run it up. Just like that. You will catch fibres, just don't worry about it. When you get to the front, I'm going to sweep the hackles back, and I'm going to do 2 full wraps of the wire, just like that. And then come around with your thread and tie the wire off. Okay? Once you've tied that wire off, we're going to fold everything back, and I'm going to just do a few wraps, just to neaten everything up and just make sure everything is well tied in. Just have a look at your fly. If you have caught any, which I have there, just come in with your dubbing needle and try and catch them. But don't be too worried, because believe me, once a fish grabs hold of this, and you know, by the time you've caught 3 or 4 fish, it's gonna look a lot worse than this. But this is fine. This is fine. I'm just going to maneuver. There we go. And there we go. This, like I said, is an out-and-out lure, an out-and-out attractor pattern. And there we go. Now, what I'm going to do, as usual, is varnish the thread, or in this case, because I've got the super glue here, I'm just going to run some super glue on the thread. We're going to come in with my whip finish tool, holding everything tight, holding everything back, and come in. There we go. Tighten that thread up. Come in and trim. Here we go. And there we have it. It's really simple. Out and out lure. Does catch a lot of fish. Now, once again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so, because it does help. The more people I have subscribing, the more videos I can make. And if you've liked the video, please like. And once again, I will see you. Oh, that one's gone a bit funny, isn't it? There you go. And once again, sorry, I'll see you on the next one. See ya.